How you doing? Welcome back. This is Rick with Winders Ranger. Wanted to share a quick mod that I'm kind of testing right now. I'll let you know how the final result is, how it turns out, but so far the early results are that it's working okay. Seems like I read something online about adding extra filter media to your RV filter, to the RV air conditioner filter, where the air intake sucks up into the, at least this particular one is a, what is this, Dometic? It seems like I read that people recommend, yeah, who knows if they know what they're talking about or not, but people recommend not to add extra filter media because you reduce the amount of airflow coming into the air conditioner. That might be true. I don't know. I'm not an expert. Just thought I was having an issue here in Florida. You know, the things seemed, in my opinion, again, I'm not a horticulturalist either, but it seems like things pollinate, or there's dust, or there's molds, different things that, and I have a lot of allergy issues. I've had that for a good long time. And anybody that's been in an RV for any length of time knows that the air conditioner, the filter inside of an air conditioner, if you've never opened that up, there's not much to it. It's basically a piece of foam, a really cheap foam, and if you hold it up to the light you can see right through it. You know, so it doesn't do much in the way of filtering the air. What it does is cuts down on the amount of dust, not dust, but like lint that floats around in the air. It cuts down on the amount of lint that can get stuck to the evaporator coils up in the roof, on the actual unit outside up on the roof. So I'm thinking, personally, I'm having these sinus issues, these allergy issues, staying in the camper for a little while. And I thought, how can I mitigate that? How can I put a stop to it? And I did some research online. There's some companies out there that offer different types of filters, but they're basically the same. They look to be the same type of thing, just a more denser foam. I really didn't want to go that route. I wanted to do something more like a residential filter, you know, a HEPA filter, to see if I can make that work. So without trying some of the online solutions and waiting for shipping time and stuff to get delivered, what I went with was, what is this? This is a, I don't know how you say it, Filtrete. Ultra allergen reduction filter. High performance filter, and it has the number 1500. I picked it up at just one of the box stores. I don't know, it was like $6 or something like that. Wasn't exactly sure what size to get, and I went with, let's see, this is 12 by 24 by 1 inch. 1 inch really doesn't mean much to me. It's just the size of the pleat, how thick it is this way. But I wanted something that's equivalent to a HEPA filter, and this one says that it filters out particles that can cause viruses, pollen, smoke. I don't smoke, but bacteria, lint, dust mite debris, I'm sorry, smog particles, mold spores, household dust, and pet dander. Also don't have pets. So contains electrostatic fibers that attract and capture allergens. Let's see, it also has 3M on here, so I'm guessing that 3M has something to do with the manufacturing, probably of the filter media itself. What I did, I wish I had filmed it or taken some photos of what I did this yesterday. But of course I unwrapped it out of the plastic, and originally I was thinking that I was going to just cut out a section and just stretch it out and just use that. But the more I thought about it, as you can see, we can get a little closer, this has pleats in it. And those pleats, of course, if you unfold it, you get probably twice the material that I have just as it sits here. So I thought about it for a minute, and I came up with the solution that I took the cardboard off, which turned out to be a bit more of a challenge than I originally expected. But I took the cardboard off, and then you're left with, in this case, it has a wire bit here on a mesh on both sides. Took the wire off, stretched it out, and I probably got easily 3 or 4 times the length of material as what is just in this package, simply because it's pleated, it's folded up. So I stretched it out. And I took the original foam filter out of the AC unit and I laid it on top and I just basically traced it out. Took a pair of scissors, cut that out, and I wasn't too sure exactly how well this was going to work, so I put the original foam filter back in more to kind of hold this in place because it wanted to fold back up into its pleats. Just to hold it in place. I ended up, I had to, let's say if this was the plastic thing that fits up in the ceiling, into the air conditioner, had that down here, and then I laid the HEPA filter media on top of that and then the foam on top of that. And it didn't want to lay flat, so what I ended up I had to do is I had to use pieces of tape and tape the HEPA filter to the plastic thing in a few spots to kind of hold it stretched out. And then I laid the filter media back on top of the foam, and then I stuck it up in the air conditioner. It ran like that. It's not been all that hot. I mean, it's November, so it's not, you know, 150 degrees outside like it normally is in Florida. It's only like 85 now. So it seems to work okay. There is definitely more resistance to the air intake coming into the unit, but it doesn't seem like it's substantial. It doesn't. And I'm just kind of crapshooting this here. You know, I don't know all that much about the CFMs and, you know, what the motors can handle and stuff like that. But it seems like it's reasonable. It works, and I'll be honest with you. The air quality inside the RV, I think, is better. I really do. I didn't get a 100% seal, you know, around the edges of the filter, but it's a whole lot better than it was. And I've got two air conditioners. I've got one here in the main living quarters, and then I've got one up in the front bedroom. And I put one in both. I tested the one in the front bedroom because it's a little bit easier to reach than this one. This one is probably 9 feet off the ground here. So I think what I'm going to do the next time, and maybe I'll try to film that, is when I cut out the next filter, is I'll try to stretch it a little bit past the plastic and let it actually fold down over the edges as I push that plastic thing back up inside the air conditioner, to see if that holds the filter media a little bit better, and I get a little bit better seal, you know, so I don't have air leaks around the side, you know, things can get by. But it so far seems pretty good. I'll see if I can get the camera to focus on the ceiling here, and you can see where the filter is up inside. And I think that shows up pretty good there. You can see the HEPA filter stuff right up against that plastic grill. On the left hand side, you can kind of see how the filter doesn't fill the gaps right up against the edge, and you can kind of see the black filter media underneath of it. And around the two little clips that you have to depress to pull that plastic grill out of there, I've got a little, you can see where the HEPA filter doesn't quite fill that in very well. That's going to be the other thing that I'm going to try to rectify the next go round. Anyway, that gives you a look at how the filter is inside there, and it doesn't move at all when the air conditioner starts up. Seems to have a pretty positive fit, so I think there's an improvement. I really do. I guess time will tell as that thing works. You know, it's only running just a few times a day now because it's not hot outside. You know, with summertime weather and it runs more, you know, we'll see how it does. It may be too much and I have to take it back out and just use the foam one. I think what I'm going to try, like I was describing, letting that filter media hang over the edges of the plastic, if I can get that to seal up better, I think I may just take that original foam thing, take it out and just throw it away. But so far for me, thumbs up here. I like it. Doesn't seem like it's causing any damage or anything like that. If I burn up my air conditioner, I'll come back with a new video and let you know that I'm replacing the air conditioner. Until then, I appreciate you watching, and we'll see you all in the next video. Thanks again.